Hi guys, I'm Alice Green and welcome back to the Funky Evolution Party. I've had an amazing date with the devil yesterday, so today I want to talk about some of our very deep conversations that he wanted me to address some misconceptions. Number one, he wants to say that he does not agree child trafficking, murder, rape, theft, turning humanity into where we're going. Not his thing, does not agree with it. He agrees food, gluttony, fashion, pride, and envy, and lots of other things come under fashion. Music, which for some reason in a lot of cultures is banned or has its own form. And humour, because obviously we should be miserable. That's not, he's like, you guys have this plan and you're following psychopaths, murderers, rapists, and the rest of it. And no one is calling them out. Well, some of them are being called out, but not enough of them. So today we're going to talk about the 7 sins and how under no law, including the devil's law, is what we're currently under the rule of. Royalty, governments, the elites. It's not his work. He wants you guys to know that it's like that's an anonymous job and it's from a psychopath, not from a practice. So let's go into the 7 sins. I had to write them down because apparently I fall under all of them. I was going to do like a confessions, so you guys understand that I'm not unique, I'm not special. I've gone through some really tough, horrendous lessons. My story is a bit like Mary, except I put my hand up. Yes, sure, I was a little bit promiscuous and I fell under the other side of these, and this is where this plan is coming from. It's to help us understand that, sure, we're going to come across these things, but it's how we go about doing them and then, sharing our resources and having everything we want without murder, without rape, without trafficking, without all of these things that should not be in our societies. Why is there so much youth crime and all of that? It's because that's not the devil's work. That is the work of psychopaths that have been implementing the wrong messages into us, and the devil wants you to know that you can have these 7 sins. Like pride. I take a lot of pride in who I am, my ethos, my garden. God, I've got so much pride. and look, this was what came out of yesterday. I take pride and I don't give up. And that is it. Pride is fine. It's how pride then turns to prejudice. That is the problem, and how we start to congregate because of pride. I'm right, I'm left. And it's just about pride, and it's not about the true facts, So we need to understand that pride is fine, to take pride in your neighborhood, in your environment, in your home. This pride is important. Otherwise, I'd just look like a mess, and my house would be a mess, and everything would be a mess. And I'm already, not a mess. Greed. I'm greedy. I'm a greedy little cow, and that is completely fine. It's then how you learn to share. So you can be greedy. I'm like, oh, give me more cake, but make more cake. you know, and then you can share more cake. And it's about understanding that greed is only a problem when you don't let go. Why have acres and acres and acres and acres of land just because it's mine? And you've got lots of people starving with no shelter on the streets. But that land is mine. Mine, 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 mine. Yeah. Really? We need to get out of this greed, like, and be like, it's mine, but I can share, you know, like, it's fine. It's, you know, you're going to grow something there, you're going to do something there. Let's look at how we can transform greed and abundance, because everywhere you go, you can have. It's just a matter of understanding that greed isn't about, it's about sharing. The more I have, the more I can give. Lust. Now, you can't hide from lust, and we all want to look beautiful, we all want to look sexy, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's how you then use your sexuality to manipulate and to, again, it's more manipulation. It's like, oh, you know, no matter how smart you are as a woman, and this is just giving you guys straight up, like, no matter how many job interviews I went for, no matter how good my skills were, oh, yeah, okay, you're wearing a nice enough short skirt. And it's looking at lust as not in this way it's been portrayed to us, but being lustful. You know, lust needs to be understood. Again, harnessing our own, mastering our own vibration. And it's fine to lust, but it's then how we, again, I can't get child trafficking out of my head. It's just something that's really bugging me, because that's not lust. That's just psychosis. It doesn't fall under the devil. And women, you know, trying to transform themselves, trying to be something you're not. Why? That's not lustful. It's fake. You are fake. And if it's not real, then you're not in touch with reality. It's just, it's madness, guys. It's madness. If it's not real, it's fake, and therefore you're fake, and it doesn't make any sense. And in order to be lusted after, it's about understanding who you are, mastering your vibration, understanding sex and sexuality, and not just, like I say, playing roulette with our energy systems, with our bodies, and portraying ourselves in a manner that's just not sexy or lustful, because it's not real. Getting to understand our bodies and accepting who we are will create true lust. And touching yourself is not wrong, it's the right path, rather than to anybody, oh, look. Sorry, guys, I got no balance, I got no coordination, but I can do this in, like, tandem. Envy. Fine, be envious, no problem with that, but it's about then how you go about destroying people's lives, creating gossip, and all of these things, again, the devil does not agree with. Be envious in order to push you further, in order to say, I can do that too, and then you can step up, rather than destroy, destruction, gossip, destroy their lives, destroy this, destroy that. Not God's practice, not the devil's practice. That is psychosis. Okay, that's not owning your shit. That's not if you're envious of people, it's because you deep down understand that there's something you're not doing and you don't want to face it. So it's about owning your shit, and it's fine to be envious. It's like, but you don't have to then go and destroy other people because you don't feel that you can get up to that benchmark. It's about practice makes perfect. My garden, God, like the experiments, people are envious of me digging fucking shit, compost, like food waste. You want to be envious of that? You got to do the work if you want to have nice things. And that's just one thing on envy. Don't be envious of people that have worked hard. You want to fucking work hard and do it. That's all I got to say on that matter. Gluttony. We can all be gluttonous, and that is fine. It's then how we use our gluttony to create things around us. So, okay, I was gluttonous. I had like 50 bottles of water, but then I turned them into 50 planters. And it's about looking at gluttony and how our gluttonous behavior can then be used in order to recreate, upcycle, recycle, look at creative ways that we can do things. Wrath, my favorite one. Not to say I have a violent nature, to say that it has been controlled, and that is through the use of maybe kung fu, or more just, again, am I a witch or am I a bitch? And I've been loving mastering the broomstick, and it's about how you take that wrath out on people rather than, again, bitching, gossiping, making a fucking nuisance of yourself. You can be non-violent but violent. So I'd like to say a massive thank you to Infected Mushroom, because they really put the music on and off I go. Maybe the people that have pissed me off have felt the elbow and the kick in the nuts. Hope so. Maybe not all the time, because energy is also very powerful, and we need to understand that there is ways to take out wrath that aren't hurtful to other people and not hurtful and destructive behaviors to ourselves, because it's not just hurting others, it's about hurting us and hurting who we are. So you can really take it out, or you can leisurely. Where have I been? I think I went to Antarctica. Imagined I was like single canoeing between the glaciers, so you can take yourself wherever you want to go, and it's about wrath in a sense of not killing each other, not destroying each other, not fighting against each other, not punishing each other. And for what? Why am I being punished is the question I ask myself, and we'll go into that with confessions and how society's perceptions aren't always the right thing, and we need to look at how we can start being a bit more open, honest, and use our wrath for the right reasons, right? Like constructively protesting rather than fighting each other. And then sloth. I've been like that many a days. And slothful behavior is only because I think we haven't got the right direction in terms of who you are. Find your compass, find the way to whatever purpose it is that you want to achieve in this world. And the devil wants you to know that he really is upset that you're following psychopaths, murderers, rapists, and abusers when you could be having a party. Let me guess, Psychedelics are really bad, but then if we used them in a therapy session, they could actually fix you. So drugs, bad. Um, what was there? There's so many music and partying, and life can be one big party, but it's how we collectively start to break down these misconceptions and seven sins and look at what is actually happening around us. Take the necessary steps and get up off our asses and do something about it. So that is my lowdown on the date with the devil. Um, I hope the seven sins are a little bit clearer for you guys. It's not partying, all of that is not devil, and he doesn't agree with child trafficking and the rest of it. That is psychosis. And we are following psychopaths. He's very upset. And stay tuned. Please like, share, get the message out there, and let's think of creative ways that we can start to rebuild the rules. I'm not psychopaths. Why do they own all the land? Why are we allowing this to happen? So leave you guys with that, and have a great day.